We feel really good about our team. I mean, we've had a really good spring. We had some additional kids come out and play, and we feel really good about. And we've had a really good summer. Ethan and Shane, two of the guys on the call, are two of a small handful of guys that never missed a single minute of the summer workouts. They've attended all 35. Tomorrow will be their 35th workout this summer. So we've had a tremendous summer. Many of our players got bigger, faster, stronger. We've come together. Our culture is real strong. We feel really good about where we're going to go, and we're excited to kick off the season really this Sunday night. And I can talk about more about that later. But we feel really good at this moment in time. But obviously, a lot of things got to fall into place, and most importantly, stay healthy. But our culture is really strong, and that carries us through a long way.
Just want to go ahead and open it up to you. Just going through COVID, just as a student athlete, what were some of the biggest challenges that you guys went through as a team? And really now coming into this season, what are you most looking forward to now that the season's getting started and we've got a sense of normalcy again?
I think one of the issues with COVID was we really had an issue with team bonding. It was hard to become really close when you had to be so separated.
What do you feel like is a high point coming in for you guys this offseason?
I mean, we've had all the summer to train, and we got all this team bonding planned, and I think we're going to really be close as a team and really be like a family going into the season.
And Coach, I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of springboard off of that if you'd like to.
I mean, Ethan's right. I mean, we always like to do a plethora of events to keep our team together, 70, 80 kids. But what we have is quality young men who care about each other and love each other. And our motto is work them hard and love them harder. So, this summer, we were able to do a lot of training. We attended the FSU 7-on-7. We've had some 7-on-7 events. We've practiced a little bit. We've trained our butts off. And then, we went to a place like District 850 just to kind of let our hair down for some of us that have it. And, we had a good time. We're going paintballing in a couple weeks, so we do a lot of things. One of the things that, I borrowed from one of the college coaches, I won't mention who because he's in Florida, and I don't want to stir up the craziness on the call, but one of the coaches in Florida divides his team into 4 teams. So we've done that. We've taken our team. We have 4 teams within our team. We've competed for points, for responsibilities, for summer attendance, for the training we did, or the fun we had at 850. All of that goes into points that you can earn. And then we're about to have a dinner, and where that top team will have that top line dinner, and that bottom team will have peanut butter and jelly, maybe a chair to sit on, maybe a napkin or not. So we've competed. We've tried to generate some competition and really come together, and the kids have really taken a liking to it. So, again, that's. But we're about to start off and kick off a season, and unfortunately, we have some of this resurfacing again. So, for us, we're just going to take it, as Coach Hall said with Swanee, we're going to take it one day at a time, because you just never know. Nothing's guaranteed. It's a privilege to play this great game. We say we don't have to go to practice. We get to go to practice. So for us, we're going to get the opportunity to go to practice one day at a time and take it that way, because you just don't know when it's a shutdown or when it's a delay or what have you. So, we got to dot our I's and cross our T's and not take anything for granted. And so that's really been paramount to us, is just, again, one step forward to the other.
Jack Williams, Tallahassee Democrat. Question here for Coach. Jim Mariah, when I visited over at Maclay, echoed a sentiment that Ethan and Shane really, agreed with, as well as a all-in 100% mentality that you guys are focused on this year. And just conditioning and getting ready for the season, do you feel like from last season going into this year that there is a stronger sense of overall collective commitment?
I absolutely, and it starts with the seniors. And like I said, Ethan's and Shane have been perfect in their attendance and their approach. And, again, like someone else said on the call, like iron sharpens iron. It's you got to push each other. There's nothing like training with your teammates and your brothers. You just can't replicate that. And so, you need to have, we always say no struggle, no progress, and the perfection is the enemy of progress. So we expect to struggle. We want our kids to struggle in the summer. And I think Ethan could attest to this. We feel really good about our fourth quarter conditioning, right, Ethan? I mean, we feel like, we're going to win a game or 2 or more just because we're going to be in really good shape. And that wins in the fourth quarter. So we don't have, we have 35 players. They all play a lot. but we rely on each other and there's no excuses. And so if you've been pushed that way in the summer, you fall back to the level of your training. So if you fall back to the level of your top flight training, you'll have an opportunity for success on Friday night. So we feel really fortunate that we've had a really good summer, and a lot of guys have gotten bigger, faster, stronger, more flexible, have learned how to eat better. All of those things go into it, that we feel really good about the season. And then obviously you got to get a little lucky and obviously stay healthy. But, we feel really good about the foundation that we have set with our summer preparation.
Oh, you mentioned fourth quarter conditioning. I think that was something that Shane brought up, was something that you guys were looking to work on here in the off season. After, I think he mentioned that NFC game last year, and that kind of stood out with the fourth quarter conditioning. I guess in finishing, do you guys feel like that's going to be a strength for you guys now and putting so much focus on that fourth quarter?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to learn. When we first came here in 2016, we had to learn how to win, right? Before you learn how to win, you got to learn how to finish, right? You can't even talk about winning until you do all these other things well. Winning is a byproduct of all the preparation. So for us, we don't, and Ethan and Shane on the call could attest this, we don't talk a lot about winning. Like, we talk about preparing on Saturday morning, Sunday behind the scenes, and then Monday through Thursday. That's how you win football games. You don't win on Friday night. You don't flip the switch. There's very few athletes that can flip the switch and play great on Friday night. This just doesn't happen. So we put a great emphasis on preparation. We talk about attitude, preparation, and effort, and just being elite preparation, sort of perfect effort, right? So we say the execution might not be perfect. We don't expect the execution to be perfect. We strive for that, but the effort, there is no gray area. We expect perfect effort, and we're not coming down from that. Again, it's perfect effort, and hopefully the execution matches. But again, I think the effort that we've seen, and again, Ethan and Shane can attest this, the effort that we've seen, whether it's sled pulls or in the weight room or the conditioning tests or the agility work, all of that has pushed them to the point where they're exhausted. But we always say you got 40% more when you think you're spent. So when you think you're spent, you can go 40% more. And I think we've worked on going that additional 40%. That will push us and give ourselves an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter.
How's it going, guys? Andrew Jute via San Tallahassee. Coach, I guess this one's for you. You talked about no struggle, no progress. Kind of zooming out a little bit, obviously building the program and just kind of growing it and continue to go forward with the big picture program. Where is it going into the 2021 season, and kind of what's the outlook for it?
For us, every time you go into a season, you feel you have high expectations. But for us, I think we have a really competitive schedule. We're really pushing the envelope to hopefully give us even more preparation for the playoffs. But again, we don't really talk about the playoffs. But I'm just saying that to you, Andrew. But again, I think for us, the thing that's most important is our culture and our coming together and loving each other. Like the guys at Lincoln were saying, or Coach Hill with JP2, like one body. For us, it's like, we're family, we're a brotherhood. We pick each other up on and off the field. Like that, to me, transcends itself, right? So you kind of take over a program. You sort of started from scratch. You build it up. We've had a lot of success in the past. Last year was a little bit of an up and down. We never really played as one until from the first game to the last game. That was the only time we had actually played as a full team. We had lost a lot of people, but the thing that I took out that I was most proud of is no one made excuses. When we're down our quarterback, our center, one of our best receivers, our best corner, we were down so many people in so many games, but nobody ever complained. We never said, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda. We just kept going to work and preparing. And I think we've learned how to watch film better. We've learned how to prepare better. Again, we have a great family. Now we just got to go out and do it, right? We got to stay healthy. That's on us as coaches. And we got to practice smart. I think we got to practice even more efficient. We're very self-critical. I meet with every player at the end of the season. Every one of them, we sit with an exit meeting for 15 to 20 minutes. Every player I meet with outside personnel. I meet with all my staff. We're feedback junkies because we never think we're going to, we'll never believe we're good enough. Even if someday, hey, we're fortunate enough to win them all, it's never good enough. It can always get better. So for us, we always want the feedback. We want feedback from the players. We have a great, as Ethan, again, and Shane can attest to, we believe we have a great relationship with the guys. We're ultra honest with them. They can be ultra honest with us. We have a great unity council that meets once a week. We talk about the good, bad, the ugly. What do we want to do? What do we want to change? They know my door is open even when it's closed. And again, it's the old adage of they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think the players know that we love them and great things can happen.
Very cool. Ethan, Shane, I guess, guys, what's one thing that's going to be different or one thing you're looking forward to here in the 2021 season?
I'm really just looking forward to getting back out there, you know. And the last NFC game, I had a knee injury and couldn't really play any of my other sports, but I'm back now and working hard, and I just really am ready to get back to that competitiveness of football and everything. Looking forward to it.